Mick Schumacher did not have such a pleasant passage through the Haas team. In the 2 years he ran for the team in Formula One, the German debuted in the category in 2021 for the North American team. A lot of expectations were generated around Mick Schumacher. Everyone wanted to see if Mick had the same unusual talent as his father, who is one of the greatest drivers in the history of Formula One. Mick Schumacher secured his seat at Haas for the 2021 season after winning the Formula 2 title the previous year. Ferrari's support was also very important for the young German at the time. However, things did not go as well in the American team as Mick Schumacher and everyone imagined, since Haas at the time had the worst car on the grid, and this ended up not helping Mick Schumacher to demonstrate much in terms of performance. Last year, things got complicated for Mick Schumacher in the team led by Günther Steiner. Haas decided to bring in Kevin Magnussen to be the German's new teammate, betting that Kevin's experience could help the team get out of the back of the field. Kevin ended up delivering better results for the team, and Mick Schumacher still suffered from some accidents throughout the year that caused a huge financial loss for Haas, in addition to presenting a poor performance compared to his new teammate. Günther Steiner began to make several criticisms of the young German that ended up turning into the departure of Mick Schumacher at the end of the season from the Haas team. And with that, the German driver had to settle for acting as a reserve driver for the Mercedes team this season, with an eye on a new opportunity to return to the Formula One grid. Mick Schumacher decided to talk about his experience with the Haas team and how it may have affected his performance on the track. Stay on the video until the end to find out everything Mick Schumacher said. But first, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and leave your like on this video. Mick Schumacher went through a turbulent period during his time at Haas in Formula One. Despite expectations, he failed to achieve notable results, which eventually resulted in his leaving the team at the end of last season. What is striking is that its underperformance was not necessarily due to the performance of the car. According to Mick Schumacher, the lack of support from the team was what most affected his performance on the tracks. Team boss Günther Steiner has been publicly critical of the driver over the past season, creating a tense and negative atmosphere. Schumacher shared his perspective on the situation, saying that while there are always people who support him, at Haas that help was fallen short. He also mentioned specific incidents like the one in Saudi Arabia, where some of the staff started talking about unnecessary issues, making his situation even more complicated. However, things have changed for the better for Mick Schumacher, since he became a Mercedes reserve driver and started working in tests with other teams on the grid. He highlighted that he is now receiving more professional treatment, which has significantly contributed to his development as a driver. The German emphasized that his experience at Haas taught him a valuable lesson: the importance of adequate support for a driver to reach his best performance. He mentioned that other teams, like at McLaren and Williams, are providing a more conducive environment for success. What is your opinion on the impact of team support on driver performance? Do you believe Mick Schumacher can still race in Formula One again? Share your opinion in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video to stay up to date with the latest news from the world of Formula One.